Metals come from ores which we dig out of the ground. It takes a high energy process to remove the oxide from the ore to make iron, from which we make steel. The metal, however, wants to return to its natural form or lowest energy state, and will start to do so as soon as it is exposed to water and air. This is what we can see here, and this is exactly what happens inside systems unless we intervene to prevent it. This problem is one which we have conventionally solved using flushing processes which involve vast quantities of water, generating millions of gallons of toxic effluent. Not only is the process a disaster from an environmental perspective, it is expensive, time-consuming and complex. To show you how quickly this happens, we put 2 steel pipes in London tap water. The one on the left is in untreated mains, simulating system filling with raw water, and the other is the same town mains water after it has been passed through a hydrosphere rig. After only 2 hours you can see where this is going to end, and not well. Despite modern installation methods such as clean jointing techniques, off-site fabrication and modular construction, systems can often end up in a terrible state due to poor on-site practices. This latest guide has been specifically updated to include our process. So then what are we dealing with? We are removing general debris, most of which is put into the system during the construction and installation process. Building sites are filthy places, often open to the elements. We are removing microorganisms that have been introduced during system filling and which have been allowed to proliferate following hydraulic testing. We are also removing corrosion contaminants that are either a byproduct of the construction process or poor and extended hydraulic testing practices. And what are we trying to achieve? A clean system that will conform to BISRIA, the foundations for an ongoing corrosion and microbiological protection regime. A system that will have lower maintenance costs. More importantly, a system that will pass practical completion. We all want happy clients. When we wrote the first BISRIA guide back in 1991, the method we described was the most appropriate for dealing with installations at that time. Unimaginable now, but pipes were welded on site after having been stored in fields or car parks. The design of systems was often taking place on the hoof, and so multiple alterations were made on site, resulting in weld cutouts as one of our common contaminants. We were also unaware of the role that microbes played in damaging systems. It is estimated approximately 30% of installations fail due to microbiologically influenced corrosion. So what's wrong with the old method? Highly polluting, major negative environmental impact, excessive fresh water consumption, needless creation of chemical effluent. Every time fresh water is introduced to the system, we are reoxidizing and corroding the pipework. Major risk of microbiological system infection from the fill and flushing water. Potentially expensive contract delays due to water quality issues at PC and high project costs. It has been independently calculated by Skanska that half of all water used during the construction of Brent Civic Centre was directly attributed to pre-commission cleaning activities. The generally accepted amount put down our drains in a flushing to drain cleaning exercise is 30 system volumes. Someone picks up the cost for this water usage, and it is not the water treatment company. We have to fill the system, but with Hydrosphere, that's all. Hydrosphere was conceived in the 1990s when Peter Barrett was invited to consult regarding the cleaning of the cooling system for the Channel Tunnel. It is 23.5 miles long, contains a cooling system made up of around 200 kilometres of pipework, and holds 22 million litres of water. Necessity became the mother of invention when it became clear that there was not enough water in Kent to flush this system using conventional methods. The solution? Pre-treating the water using a synergistic chemical blend to avoid the necessity for flushing, and then filtration to remove contaminants. This proved to be so successful it begged the question, why restrict the process to large-scale projects? Why not adapt it to all sizes of water treatment projects? This led to the birth of Hydrosphere, and the process has been painstakingly refined and developed ever since. Hydrosphere comprises two essential elements: pre-treatment of all system water and dynamic system cleaning via closed-loop circuitry, basically cleaning systems by filtration. Hydrosphere brings an environmentally responsible solution to pre-commission cleaning. It's based on a concept that turns conventional cleaning on its head and completely does away with the practices that damage new systems. It's technically advanced and consistent with modern methods of construction. It's clean and fast. It's very cost-effective, cost-neutral in fact. It's incredibly versatile, and it's environmentally responsible. Today, the Hydrosphere process is used on a wide variety of installations, from individual domestic systems to major infrastructure projects. We're currently even using it at Buckingham Palace. Prior to any hydraulic testing or pipework wetting, all of the filling water is pre-treated and conditioned using a Hydrosphere filling rig. The water is physically and chemically changed via the rig. This treated water will instantly protect and condition your system, even under static conditions. What we see here are two corrosion coupons, laboratory pre-weighed pristine pieces of metal that have been inserted into two systems. The left-hand coupon has been subjected to a standard flushing to drain chemical clean and the right-hand coupon to a Hydrosphere clean. The results speak for themselves. Traditionally, systems are filled with raw or sometimes treated water and then flushed to drain, but as we know, this creates a lot of issues. The treatment chemicals used in a Hydrosphere cleaning operation instantly protect the system and also provide long-term protection. Hydrosphere system filling is carried out using automated equipment that has multiple fail-safe mechanisms which eliminate the introduction of untreated water, and solenoid valves shut the unit down in the event of any fault or power failure. It records makeup volumes so you know exactly how much your system holds. The Hydrosphere rig has been designed to produce the best possible quality water to fill mechanical installations. Using the Hydrosphere process means that systems may be sectionally filled and pressure tested to aid the construction program. Often the water used to fill one section is then pushed through to fill the next section with more treated water taking its place. Using BioBlock technology, we are able to prevent 99.99% of living, dying, dead, and most importantly of all, troublesome bacteria and their biomass from entering the system. BioBlock is unique to Hydrosphere and uses technology more commonly found in kidney dialysis machines. It allows us to physically prevent microorganisms from entering systems in the first place, and that includes the strains that may be resistant to biocides. Our view is simple. As humans, we go to a lot of effort to stop troublesome microbes entering our bodies, and our approach is exactly the same as with systems. Why put troublesome microbes into an environment where they can multiply and then try and deal with them? We certainly wouldn't drink foul water and then take an antibiotic to deal with the bugs we might have swallowed. Measuring microbes in systems has been greatly speeded up in Hydrosphere using ATP technology. With this, we can instantly test system water for microbes without waiting for samples to come back from the lab. To provide an additional level of protection, all the Hydrosphere filling rigs are fitted with a high-intensity UV to destroy bacterial DNA. All the chemicals used during the process are designed to work with each other and stay in the system indefinitely. This unique chemical combination removes the need to flush to drain. Accurate and consistent chemical dosing is essential, so the rigs are fitted with industry-leading and tamper-proof equipment. Once full, the system is cleaned using HCUs, Hydrosphere conditioning units. Here you can see Hydrosphere cleaning equipment connected to a district heating network. In the foreground on the right is one of our temporary pumps, and as you can see, nothing but stainless steel equipment is used. These are connected to a common circulating point on the system, generally in the main plant area. All the system flows are maximised in accordance with BSRIA guidelines. In essence, the system is flushed in exactly the same way a traditional dynamic flush would be undertaken. All flow rates are recorded and all strainers and dirt pockets are cleaned. Using Hydrosphere, all of the water is reused and recycled. In the foreground you can see a manifold distribution system flow to two conditioning units in parallel. Behind the temporary pump is a Max 7 filling rig, and in the foreground on the left a specialist unit to remove excess dissolved air. All of the equipment again is stainless steel and rated to 16 bar. The system was being cleaned at 60 litres per second and on a full flow basis, which is our recommended procedure. The HCUs handle a high flow rate, and a standard unit shown above will clean around 100,000 litres of system water in an hour. All cleaning flow rates are recorded, and in line with guidelines, all strainers and dirt pockets are cleaned. Because we aren't constrained by the amount of flushing water or drainage available, and therefore the amount we can get in and out of the system, we can clean systems at a much higher and more effective rate than conventionally. Our clients have found that a significant advantage of using the process is that they are able to undertake phased project completion. On this particular project, the plant room was completed many months ahead of the distribution network. Temporary pumps were then used to clean the network, and subsequently the two parts of the project integrated. Projects can be treated hot and live using this filling and live cleaning and integration method. We do not have the time today to go into too much detail on this aspect, but with Hydrosphere you can deliver a project pretty much any way you choose, with the absolute minimum of disruption and enabling works. Here is a 100 cubic metre system that was filled over many months and cleaned in just 4 days. The results speak for themselves. So in summary, during installation, sections or systems are filled, often by the installing contractor with prior training from Hydrosphere. Our view is simple. It's better to train operatives on how to use a completely automated piece of equipment rather than allow them to cause the catastrophic damage from untreated water filling. During filling, microbiological and chemical levels are tested using on-site test kits, and these are augmented with laboratory analyses as required. Once a section of a system has hydraulic integrity, it can be cleaned and either merge with previously cleaned sections or the other way around, whatever the project needs. As water is not exchanged, system sampling can commence from the point of filling, thereby eliminating potential problems at an early stage. Early sampling and the lack of water exchange eliminates uncertainty at practical completion. With traditional flushing and cleaning, we add inhibitor and biocide at the end of the project and then wait 7 days to see if it's been successful, like playing Russian roulette. All our licensees are carefully vetted and trained to carry out the Hydrosphere process. They are able to access cutting-edge technology and equipment directly from ourselves, which is continually upgraded to industry-leading levels. Over the last 3 years, and particularly since our inclusion in the guide, our method is now specified by leading construction companies and developers, and this in turn has gained momentum since the government targets of reducing carbon emissions were introduced. Our licensees have found that they are now considered for projects precisely because they are certified Hydrosphere engineers, and clients know our process extends the life of their systems. Clients have also obtained BREEAM credits using Hydrosphere. The key benefits of using Hydrosphere are that it eliminates effluent creation, it's environmentally responsible, it's reliable and fast, delivers certainty, you can finish earlier, it allows you to start projects earlier and minimises enabling works. It reduces overall project costs and is only carried out by Hydrosphere approved contractors. It outperforms the conventional and will not damage your systems. And most importantly, it helps save our resources and our planet. The continued use of traditional cleaning methods is environmentally irresponsible in an era where being green forms a big part of individual companies' environmental commitments. It is also costly and detrimental to new installations. The use of the Hydrosphere process on any project provides a modern pre-commission cleaning program. It delivers significant environmental, contractual, cost and time benefits. Correctly controlled and managed, this application provides certainty and flexibility for any project. Timescales and completion dates are both measurable and deliverable. Ultimately, our clients are handed a clean, green installation that will stand the test of time. Hydrosphere is absolutely committed to providing water treatment solutions to the highest standards. We invented the CPC process and have continued its refinement and technical advancement so that clients obtain the best possible results. It is only carried out by approved contractors who are vetted by ourselves, and this network continues to grow with partners, and we are now operating internationally. Due to the international nature of equipment manufacturing, we are now seeing references to the German VDI water quality standards as warranty requirements. VDI stands for the Association of German Engineers. Oxygen is a primary driver of corrosion, as are dissolved solids in system water. The German approach is fundamentally to fill systems with demineralised water which may have first been subjected to a cleaning exercise, and then allow the systems to operate for up to 3 months before checking the water quality. The application of heat and the use of electrochemical anode technology remove oxygen, as can mechanical methods such as vacuum degassers. In practice, this does not work contractually in the UK, as we have PC dates written into contracts. And now to end, just a bit of fun to show you how Hydrosphere was invented. Once upon a time, we flushed and cleaned pipework in closed-loop heating and cooling systems with harsh and aggressive chemicals. And when we flushed those highly polluting chemicals down the drain, we didn't realise the extent of toxic damage we were doing to our fragile planet Earth. And not only does aggressive chemical cleaning have a significant carbon footprint, it actually reduces the lifespan of a system and sets up the corrosion cycle which we're trying to prevent in the first place. How? By introducing untreated raw mains water into a system, not only do we cause damage to metal surfaces and start a corrosion cycle, we can kick off or accelerate a microbiological infestation. And once the system is infected, it's very difficult to remove that infection. And then a certain gentleman had a brainwave. He realised that if we pre-treat the water entering a system, we can immediately protect it from corrosion damage and microbiological infections. This would allow us to deliver a higher level of water quality and achieve system cleanliness with certainty, unlike the game of Russian roulette you play with traditional cleaning. And so the Hydrosphere process was born. But we didn't just create this process for its green virtues. It's incredibly versatile and can be used on a wide range of projects, including data centres, district heating and energy centres, all the way down to residential blocks, commercial premises and individual dwellings. It's the most environmentally responsible method to flush and clean systems. It's sustainable, assists with a carbon neutral approach and is effluent free. It's simpler, faster and cleaning can be phased. Projects can be delivered live and online. The Hydrosphere process gives superior results with minimal enabling works, and program delays are a thing of the past. We can tailor solutions for your clients, and with Hydrosphere we support you every step of the way. For further information, please contact the Hydrosphere Heroes on 01580 211 311. Many thanks.